Open educational resources are no-cost teaching and learning materials available online to anyone to use, modify, or share with others. Open educational resources can enhance the adult learning classroom through the sharing, use, and reuse of information and instructional materials. OER are openly licensed, which means they are free to use and share, and they can be repurposed or adapted by teachers and learners for the adult education classroom. Open educational resources are powerful resources for adults to share and gain knowledge. This benefit is particularly valuable for adult learners who are looking for a second chance to get their high school equivalency diploma, improve their English language skills, and the chance for a better job.
I decided to come back to school to better myself and to get a better job.
I don't want to stay at fast food all my life. You can't get anywhere in life in a business that you want to do without completing your task.
I'm trying here in the U.S. To get a better education, better English, get a diploma.
I really believe that OERs bridge the gap between textbook knowledge and actual hands-on learning. And we know that students learn best when they're involved in their own learning.
With the online activity, they have the opportunity to practice on their own. I've given them a couple of the websites, they go home, they practice it. With that, they give themselves the follow-up. They are more likely to retain what they have learned because of the practice. And the practice is made easy with the online resource we get from the Open Educational Resource.
The teaching of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math, has become vital for adults to succeed in the workplace. But over 30 million adults possess poor literacy skills, and even more have low numeracy and digital problem-solving skills.
In this century, we think of creating an infrastructure for adult learning in our country that will actually allow individuals to access high-quality learning content at times that work for them, at locations that work for them, and in ways of presenting the material that work for them.
High-quality, open educational resources that are adapted to the adult education classroom help fill the gap between what instructors can do with existing materials in the adult education classroom and the deeper content they want students to learn. OER also offers students an opportunity to direct their own learning both in and outside the classroom.
When the students, the way they interact with the resources online, you see them, they're trying to figure out something, and the moment they get it, they're like, wow, we nailed it. You see the excitement all over them. They're happy. That helps them to learn. That on its own is an encouragement.
Using the OERs and showing them, you can see them kind of wake up. And you can see the ones that begin to take it home and begin to start, and they're just growing. You can see the ones that are using them on their phones. And so that is changing, and that's exciting to watch it change. And seeing it so successful in the math makes me want to make it successful in the other things I teach.
For me, it's a really big help because it's like having a teacher at home explaining step by step.
Open educational resources can be anything: lesson plans, websites, interactive activities, streaming video lectures, documents, online textbooks, even entire courses of study.
My main go-to source is the OER Commons. And one thing that is nice about their website is that it's subdivided by grade levels, by subject areas. When I have a group of students, maybe even though they're adults, they're functioning at a junior high level, I can put those filters on the website and then look through resources that are going to be appropriate for that level of learning and comprehension.
When a teacher has access to open education resources that are of high quality, a number of things happen. First of all, the teacher will not only see different ways that a learning content can be presented in ways that are meaningful to adult learners, particularly adult learners that may face significant barriers. So the teacher will not only get a sense of how he or she can facilitate learning in effective ways, Open education resources also facilitate the development of content knowledge, subject matter knowledge for teachers.
More than ever, information and digital resources are available to bring exciting new content into the adult education classroom. Teachers and students can create open educational resources and share OER with others. Teachers can modify or create OER to fit their instruction, and students can access OER at no cost from anywhere. OER enhances teacher and learning interaction with science and math concepts and prepares adults for further education and training and a lifetime of learning. The OER movement is growing in adult education. Teachers and learners with knowledge to share or a desire to learn can grow with it. To open your classroom, join the efforts to create, reuse, and adapt quality open materials that support adult learning.